Hey, Tony Gadsden's here, just popping in. Now, I know it's kind of dark, so you can't really see me, so y'all gonna have to forgive me, but just got to shoot the video when I could shoot it. I've been swamped all day, and I done missed some coaching sessions and still busy, but I'm trying to get to the house real quick to get my son to take him to soccer practice, because me and him flying out to Europe tomorrow. And appreciate those of you that's in Manchester, England, and if you in Liverpool, holla at me for giving me some tips and updates and things of that nature. We riding over there to meet with some soccer clubs because my son want to play soccer in Europe. So if any of y'all daddy, uncle, auntie, cousin, sister work with a soccer club over there, let me know. Need to talk to the director. Appreciate it. But I wanted to talk to you about this and help you understand something, because a lot of women be asking all the time, well, where do I meet good men? And where, why aren't men approaching me? And at the same time, I'll talk to some women who say a bunch of men approach them, and they get approached all the time. And I see some women say that online, that they get approached all the time. The thing that you have to understand is that it's a lot of factors that go into it, and sometimes it's just one tweak that needs to be made. So this isn't a one size fits all type of thing. You can't really have a cookie cutter answer for something like this, because I will coach one woman and it may be her hairstyle that is a hairstyle that is from like the 50s or the 80s, and so it's just not standing out to a man. She looks taken, or she looks uninterested, or she looks like she doesn't want to be bothered because it's not a hairstyle of today. I'll coach another woman and it may be she wears brown polyester. She wear like the polyester material dresses that are, I don't know how to describe it, feel like mesh or something like that, but it's like the little soft feel. It's not silk and it's not cotton. I think they polyester. And it's the long dresses that go to your ankle, and they flowy, and they got the little pleats from the waist down. They got the little pleats in it, and and they be brown. They'll be brown and they'll have white stripes on it, or they'll be it'll have the cow print, like white with the black circles on there. It'll be something of that nature. And it's like that right there, that's just not gonna stand out. It's gonna look like you're taken, you're uninterested, you're not really focused on dating. So it might be that. I coach another woman, and she goes to work, she goes home. If she goes to the grocery store, she walking fast, or her head is down, she talking on the telephone. So a man does not have the room or the invitation to approach her. Talk to another woman, and it's the city she live in. It's where she lives. It's like everybody knows everybody. It's like a man holler at you and he your second cousin. And so it's not a one size fits all. Women always ask, where do I go to meet good men? Listen, good men are everywhere. They everywhere. Most of the men I know that's single, they work at a co-working space or they work at Starbucks. Like, they get out the house. They're not sitting at the house working on their business. Even if they work from home, they go to Starbucks and they sit at Starbucks and they work from there. Or they will work from a co-working space where it's a bunch of different startup companies in there. And so they're getting to meet other business owners, other entrepreneurs. But again, they're out of the house. So the typical single man, he gets up in the morning, he goes to the gym, unless he works a regular job, then he goes to the gym, and then he goes to a cafe, like a coffee shop, or Starbucks, or Barnes and Noble, and then he works there. And then after work, he may go to the grocery store, buy what he gonna cook tonight for food, or he may go to the gym after work instead of before work. But he has this routine, this regimen. And then he's in organizations. He's gonna be in the basketball league and he go up there and play ball, or he is in this, he's on meetup.com and he's in this league over here. And I mean, not this league, this group for entrepreneurs, or this group for Greek life people, or this group for that. And he got a meeting in a different group every week. And so he's out and about. So if you are a woman and you want to meet men, you have to get out of the house. And you have to start creating regimens, routines. So you got to get out of the house and you got to get to a place to where you moving and shaking. So if you are a single woman, especially without kids, if you got kids, then that's different. That's when you need a babysitter, which hopefully is like your mom. And if not, somebody that you trust on that level, then you could pop out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Friday and Saturday at least. Now if you work for yourself, instead of just working at home, go join a co-working space, or go work at Starbucks. Go do some work at Starbucks. Then you can move to the next spot. But the key to meeting people is being outside of your house. Point blank period. It's not any rocket science about it. But when you think about it, most of the time, we are, as humans, are stuck in our ways. We don't want to join a group because we're an introvert. We don't want to meet new people that way. We don't want to get out of the house. We want to be in our pajamas. We want to be business on the top, party on the bottom, sitting at the house on the laptop doing the work, working from home. We don't want to be attentive when we out and about. When you go to the gas station, you should be looking up, looking around, head on a swivel. When you at the grocery store, head up, head on a swivel, looking people in the eye, giving a little slight nod and a little slight, smile to say hello or excuse me, as you passing by them. But you looking around at people, and this is what we don't do. So this is not it. Honestly, we raised with stranger danger. So when you raised with the stranger danger, I wonder if we got the trash out too late today. I thought the trash was out before they left this morning. What the day is? The day Thursday? The trash come on Thursday, don't it? I guess the trash can. People say, man, we ain't taking that. And so a lot of people, you raise stranger danger. We raise, mind your business and all of this. So especially a lot of people of color are raised feeling like a visitor in America. You're not raised like you got ownership, like you belong. And so therefore, that puts you in a space to where you may be afraid to go out and be outside of your house and meet new people and talk to people because you are accustomed to being home. You're accustomed to being home. And so therefore, being accustomed to being home, y'all gotta forgive me because I'm moving around my house, so y'all done taught me before. Oh, Tony, you showed the numbers. I could see the numbers of your address. And even though you can't get in here, I'm just being a little more cautious since y'all done taught me. You done showed the numbers of your address. I said, come on up here, you want to. You gonna leave holy. And we ain't talking about HOLY. And so, because we raised like that, most women that I talk to is hermits. And I don't know what a hermit is, but what it sounds like to me is What it sound like to me is be at the house. Most women is hermits. Be right at the house. And don't be wanting to go nowhere or do nothing. Go to work and go home. And that's why so many people are doing online dating. So many people doing the online dating because you don't want to get out the house. So you got to realize, if you want to meet somebody, you're going to have to get dressed, put some clothes on, and get out the house. Join you some groups, join you some organizations, and move around. And when you do that, now you able to meet people. Now you can meet some people. And here's the thing. When you want to meet somebody, you got to understand this. One of the things you got to understand is that men are visual creatures. So when a man see you, he can't see your heart. All he can see is your body. T, you going to practice? You going to practice or no? No. Okay. When a man see you, he can't see your body. He can't see your heart. He can't see your personality. So all this, well, I'm a good person. I'm a good person. Okay, he don't know that. That man don't know you from that man don't know you from a can of paint. That man don't care nothing about that personality. What he looking at is the same thing you looking at. So what if a man come up to you? What if a man come up to you, snag a tooth? He come up to you, he snag a tooth, and he like snag a tooth, and you know he don't appear to be taking care of himself the way you want your husband to take care of himself. And he like, hey, I'm a good person. You know, I'm a good person. And you like, okay, all right, well, I understand that, but can you put a good outfit on? Can you do some good hygiene? Sir, can you lose a little bit of that good weight before you want me? And he like, oh, hold on, but I'm a good person. I got a good heart. And that's the thing I hear from 9 out of 10 single women talking about how good of a catch that you are. But what you got to realize is nobody knows your personality. Nobody knows where your heart at. They see your packaging. They see how you're dressed. They see how you take care of yourself, how you carry yourself. They see your face, meaning they see the smile or the frown. They see your poise and your presence. Are you speed walking or you walking slow? That's what they see. They don't know the inner workings of your personality, and that you successful with a degree and you got a job and a house and you got everything going for yourself. They don't know about all of that. What they know about is they know what they see. And so here's the thing. A lot of times I be talking to women and it's just like, okay, is that a wig? All right. Well, listen, if you want to meet your man, the wig cannot look like a wig. Just a thing. It's like men are shallow in that arena. And I know that this hurts and it's hard to hear, but the wig cannot look like a wig. The hair quality of the wig have to look like it grew out of your head. If the quality of the wig look like the bristles on a broom, it's a no-go. It's just a no-go. It's same with the outfits. If his mother wears the same dress, the same type of material, the same type of flow, the same type of look, it's a no-go. It's a no-go. If his mama got that dress. And this is so shallow, but this all it is. Like if I had the time, I would start an agency that is a makeover agency for women to let women know, like, listen, men are a different type of creature. So a man is studying a woman. A man who wants a woman, he studies the woman. It's just like a hunter who is studying what he out there looking for. A man is looking for a wife. So to look for a wife, he got to know how she move, how she think, what she want, what she don't want. So a ready man, he studied a woman and he going to look up and he going to see what type of scent do women like? What type of colors do women like? And even though this is not one size fits all, somebody done wrote them a blog like it's one size fits all, and that man going to take that advice. And although he ain't going to be for every woman, he going to be for some. And so if he read women like a light color shirt or what have you, he read women like clean white shoes, he read women like a type of whatever type of scent, he gonna do all of that. Women are not doing the same thing. Women are walking around, so many women walking around, you better like me to like me. Better like me for who I am. Better, if you don't like me like this, you don't deserve me. And it's like, no, become your better version. Become your best self. You're not in a relationship with yourself. So what a man thinks matters. If I had $1 for every time a woman say, I don't get dressed for men. Why are you dressing for a woman? You gonna have that lady with that deep voice that's telling y'all men incapable of love. You gonna have her hollering at you. Why are you dressing for women? Why are you worried about what another woman think? Why are you just dressing for yourself? That's selfish too. You don't deserve no relationship. If all you care about is you, if all you care about is what you think, that's not life. As men, we don't do nothing for ourselves. Everything we do based on a woman. Everything we do. Like right now, I want me some locks right now. I want me some locks. You know, I want me some locks. We call them dreads. Y'all forward thinking people and all that, y'all call them locks. We call them dreads. You know, I want it to be wick. We call it wick. Because when you have them dreads in Florida, you're a thug. You tough. You crazy. You not to be messed with. Like in Miami, you don't mess with them Zoes. A lot of them Zoes got dreads. Like when you got dread, that means something. So guess what? I wanted dreads. I used to have some, but then when they was real short, I went to somebody else to retwist them, and I guess she different handed or whatever. She twisted them the opposite way, so they kind of came loose, and it was a little puffy. So I went ahead and just gone ahead and, because they hadn't locked up yet, I just combed it out and just went back to the braids. But man, we had locks in Florida because you want to look tough. But guess what? When I met my wife, it was not too long after having, you know, my little twist and then my little braids. She was like, I don't like dreadlocks. And I was like, why not? She was like, I just don't like them. She was like, it just look dirty to me. It just don't. She was like, men don't keep up with them the right way down here. And it was rightfully so. A lot of men didn't take care of they locks, so it didn't look cleanly. But men were not doing that particular thing Well, that was for women too, because a lot of women want them with a guy with locks. Because if you that type of woman, they wanted that old kind of that type of woman. Where I'm from would be more like a hood woman who like the man with the dreads. But my wife, biomedical science major, going to be a doctor, you know, she wasn't really into it. And she Jamaican. So it was like in Jamaica, what I was told later by her family, it was more so, her mama said, like the rosters, they was more so seen as like rebels. Like they do their own thing, they go their own way. And so it wasn't necessarily something that was smiled upon to twist up your hair. And so for whatever reason, I don't understand all the cultural implications, but my wife didn't like that. So I said, I ain't gonna do it. Then I wanted the beard, wanted the big beard, the full beard. My wife said she don't like that. So then I ain't do it. I used to shave my legs because I was a college football player. And as male athletes, back then, everybody would shave to look more muscular. So you could see the striations in your muscles more, and your muscles will pop more. Well, my wife said, I don't want no man who legs smoother than mine. And then when your hair growing back, you pricking me in the bed. So I let my hair grow out on my legs. You see what I'm saying? When you with somebody, it ain't just about you. Now, I'm not finna do something that I'm not comfortable with. I'm not finna do something to where, you know, if my wife say I like a man with a cucumber in his booty when he walking around the house, absolutely not. Like if it's something I'm not comfortable with, if she said I like a man, I used to have two solid gold teeth on the bottom. My wife asked me one day, hey, you want to get your golds taken out? That was like a hint to me, like she wanted me to kind of clean up my look. And so I went and got them took out. She worked at a dentist and he took them off, $50 a piece. Gave me an old family discount. So just like that, that's what we have to understand is like, it ain't just about us. And so we thinking about this, and this was somebody was asking me, a lady asked about the BBL. I'm gonna do another separate video on the BBL that's probably gonna go out later. And we're gonna talk about this. Like women are going and getting BBLs when men don't actually like BBLs. And then you wondering why you being treated like a piece of meat or why a man don't want you. And it's because of the fake butt. Men don't like a fake butt. Not a real man that want to get married and want to have a daughter with the woman and want the woman to be a positive role model to the daughter. A man doesn't want his woman to have something that's noticeably fake. It's different if you go do something cosmetic and it brings you to more of a standard look that you are used to or that you had before you had kids, or a look that, yes, it enhanced or is more than what you had, but it still looked standard. It still looked manufacturer put in, like God did it. But if you go and you get something that looks like it's not real, y'all gotta forgive me. Look, I think a little something in here. Look like it's not real, the man not gonna like that. So then you're gonna attract men who see women as projects, who see women as circus animals, who see women as a piece of meat. And then he's gonna treat you as such, and you can be like, why am I getting treated like this? I went and got my body done. And then not realizing a real man want to get to know a woman for who she is and fall in love with who she is. And then when y'all are in a relationship, if you want to get some work done and you run it by your husband and he said, okay, cool, I get it. I understand, like self-esteem and stuff like that and all of that. I get it. If that's what you want to do, I'll support you. Now he will be more open to it because he already knows how you look at the hands of God. He knows who you are at the hands of God. He knows your heart. He knows your personality. He knows who you are. And now he cool with that. Because now when you go and you get an alteration, he already know and have fallen in love with who you are. So if this is going to be an enhancement and it's going to make you feel more comfortable and more confident, and that's going to increase your desire to, you know, be intimate with him because you feel more confident about your body, then he may see it differently. But even then, some men may be like, nope, you find the way you is. You find the way you absolutely not. I don't like that. I don't respect that. I ain't finna be with that. Some men gonna put their foot down like that. And as a woman, you shouldn't be mad about that. If a man asks you not to go get a surgery because of health reasons, because of, he don't want you to risk your life just for something cosmetic when it don't matter in the grand scheme of things, and especially if he say, listen, we could fix what you trying to fix in the gym, and I'm gonna get in there with you. Shouldn't be mad by that. It's a lot of women that get on that table and don't get back up. God rest their soul. Like, this stuff real. So you gotta understand, like, how are you presenting yourself? Like, are you showing that you taking time with your hair, with your skin, with your outfits, with your placement? Like, where are you hanging out? Where are you going? What groups are you in? Is your head up and on a swivel with a pleasant look on your face? Like, you can't walk around looking like Who Shot John and forgot to kill him, and then wonder why nobody approaching you. So this is personal work that has to be done. And it's hard to hear, but I got to share this with you because this little simple, shallow thing is what's holding up relationships and why stuff ain't happening the way we want it to happen. So, hey, this Tony Gaskin, I'm going to come back. We're going to talk about them BBLs. And because somebody sent me the video where it was talking about that BBL. We're going to talk about that. And I already expressed this and explained it. A lot of people don't understand. And no offense to the people who already got a BBL. God bless y'all. I understand it's a lot of pressure and all of that nature. Just it's a lot of pressure out there and everything going on. God bless you. We praying for you. And just hope everything sit right and stay right and just all health be in order. God bless you. Keep your head up. Keep going. Here go a cookie. Hey, this Tony Gaskin. We'll talk soon.